Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Negative things Oshiomhole said about me, not from his heart. He's a Iyamu, Edo APC governor's candidate. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching it today. We want to say thank you for your massive, huge, and continuous support. We really appreciate you. Well, today is about Iyamu. Iyamu is the presidential candidate for APC who won the primaries just last Monday here, and he will be representing APC as the governorship candidate come September 19. Previously, 2016, he was the PDP candidate representing PDP in Edo State as a governorship candidate. Well, he's been questioned. How can he reconcile the words that were said about him by Oshiomhole? Oshiomhole thoroughly ended Iyamu's career when he said he was a thief and not fit for leadership, and nobody should give him the opportunity to come close to the governance of Edo State, that he cannot be trusted. These are all issues and matters that Oshiomhole said and write online. Everyone and anyone can access them. You know, these things with the internet today is a global village. Go out, type it and check Oshiomhole's words regarding Iyamu. Well, he said Oshiomhole did not mean them. They were not from his heart. But let's get into the news and get all the details. Governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress in Edo State, Pastor Osage Iyamu, talks to Peter Dave about his emergence as the party primary chair governorship candidate to represent APC Edo State in the forthcoming governorship election, and his challenges against Governor Godwin Obaseki at the next polls. Governor Obaseki defeated you in 2016 to become Edo State governor. Now, as a governor, do you think he will win again, or don't you think he will have a more resounding victory this time around? Honestly, if he had performed very well, there is no doubt that his performance would have aided him. But if we have to assess his performance, I believe it's going to be very difficult to get the electorate to vote for him. In the last 2.5 years, the governor has abandoned governance of political issues in the state rather than fighting. It has been all about second tenure. He has been chasing and negotiating. Nobody can enter Edo State without performing and without my permission. I will demolish that person's house and so on. He has been so distracted from the core objective of governance that it's going to be difficult to convince people he could have performed well because he was grossly in the party's issue. If you look at all the core areas, agriculture, health, education, they are nothing to write home about. How can you think about education when there are no teachers? Go around the rural area, you will discover that most schools have only one teacher who teaches English, maths, and all other subjects. Whether science or art, where are the teachers? There are no good hospitals or healthcare centers. Agriculture is not getting any serious attention. At the end of the day, the issue is that where has he excelled? So if you have to look at his performance, I'm sure the electorate will say it is time for him to take a bow and leave. You asked the governor to return to APC. Why did you say that? This is Iyamu is being asked now. We know he was asking. Apollo Media also reported that Iyamu was begging Governor Godwin Obaseki to come back to APC. Now, this was his response. For me, it is the best thing to do. The fact that you disagree with your party does not mean that you can just abandon them like that. Whether you like it or not, the APC brought him into politics, into the political prominence he's enjoying today. Before he joined the APC, nobody knew him and the APC more or less elevated him and made him a governor, even without any political history. So there is no doubt that he is indebted to the party. Even the so called disqualification he was quarreling about, he had the opportunity to appeal the decision, but he did not do that. So just because your party has issued we have issues with you, you defer to another party, he wouldn't have it smooth in the party he just joined, like he had it in APC. Sometimes they say that until you marry a second wife, you will not appreciate your first wife. I am sorry to use that analogy because I am not a polygamist. So I think it is he going to have a second marriage that will make things easier and better for him. If he did not make things work with the first one, it will not also work with the second one. It will be a disaster. Sometimes in the past, the suspended national chairman of APC, Adams Oshomole, called you a lot of unprintable names. I don't want to mention them because of the purpose of this interview, and said you were incapable of governing the state, that that you cannot cope with such a man. How can you refer to that? A man now that is your godfather. What do you mean by godfather? However, are we selected? We are not. We just came and this is our destiny. Remember, what about the period he paid glowing compliments to me? What about the period he praised me for all I did to support him in his governance? He made this statement during the period I was in the other side and was contesting to be the same state governor, and he, Oshomole, was determined to prevent that. What do you expect? Were you expecting him to praise me at that time when he did not want me to be the governor? Of course not. So you look at the context in which he said those things, you will understand that he was just playing politics and needed to demark me so that his candidate will have an advantage. And after the selection, that was the end of it. Did you hear of it again? No, I don't think that we should dwell too much on that. What he said then before the election, if you ask him now, it was all political. People are saying, look at the bad things he said about me during the campaign. Why did they not look at the good things he said about me before the campaign? The truth be told, he was only demarketing me so that Edo people would not vote for me, not that it was from his heart. Of course, the man Oshomole can speak for himself. If he is not dead, he is permitted and he's alive, he'll be able to tell you that all he did was in the name of politics. There's no hard feelings. He really likes me. Will it be right to say the former governor is your godfather? No. When you use that word, you miss the point completely. Why will you be talking about godfather first? I am a political I'm a politician and someone needs to be sold out because I am not new in the game. I have told people time and time again that the only godfather I have is by the grace of God, God the Father. I was the national vice chairman of the APC Congress of Nigeria, and I beg your pardon, of the Action Congress of Nigeria. I was a dictator general of Adams Oshomole campaign committee for a second term. I was remember I was the manager and that created the APC. So it will not be straight as someone with such credentials, someone like me will have a godfather. Adams Oshomole is we are only friends, a godfather to godson. There is no such things. We are just friends. It's just natural friendship. That is all. And he likes my style and will want me to be the governor so as to give the people of Edo State good governance. That is what it is. That's all about it. Well, my people, the interview goes on and on and on and on about Pastor Ize Iyamu, Adam Sushomole, and Obaseki. Well, he said he feels Obaseki has not performed. Adam Sushomole is not his godfather, And Adams Oshiomhole demarketed him then because he wanted his own candidate then, Godwin Obaseki, to win. What are your thoughts on this matter? God bless you. Have a good day. Don't forget to like us. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.